What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with the Real Housewives of Miami, season 7, episode 16, The Art of Arguing. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Y'all make sure you like the video so I can stay in the algorithm, okay? All right. So, y'all, the episode starts with Adriana. She's getting ready for the art show, and it's kind of like a fashion week. She's been in the art world for 2 decades, and I really didn't know that. She's bringing an artist to display his artwork. We get to the next scene. Kiki is doing her modeling thing. Kiki is beautiful. Kiki may not be my favorite, but Kiki is gorgeous. All right. She said her culture thinks modeling is equivalent to stripping or prostituting, and it's crazy how the same money she's making is the same money she's using to take care of her parents who kicked her out at the early age of 15 or something. It's odd, but whatever. Larsa finally moves into her house, which is $5.7 million, but the only thing that's done in her house is the kitchen. Everything else is under construction. Stephanie and Alexia comes over, and they catch up, and Alexia talks about Todd again. Larsa tells Alexia that Todd will bamboozle her, and Larsa is right. When he gets tired of you because he showed you that he don't like you, he doesn't want to be with you, he's going to leave. But of course, y'all, Alexia don't want to hear all of that. She wants to be in this land of delusion, so y'all really need to let her, because she's going to stick right next to Todd, okay? Then let me tell y'all, let me just push pause because we went to commercial, and I just want to say shout out to Wendy and her baby Cameron, and it was in this Gabby commercial, and they were so cute. I don't know if y'all got the commercials on y'all end, but when Miami went on a commercial break, that's what I saw. So I just wanted to say shout out to that, and how Bravo always takes a moment to have their housewives in multiple commercials. So I'm not mad at that. So Julia and her boys, her girls apparently would not be home for Christmas. So Julia is sending the girls a care package, a Christmas care package. And her and Martina walks into the kitchen. And I will say this, the boys know the girls. They know them by name. I'm sure that they know their faces because Julia has shown them their faces. Those boys are really, really cute. And I will say that. But it still doesn't negate the fact that Julia and her wife are not the nicest people. All right. So Julia talks to Martina about the girls and how they're not coming home for Christmas. And they claim that if the boys was adopted while they were in the house, then it wouldn't be so bad, versus them adopting them while they're gone. I guess they're not getting the information. Martina was like, what's the difference? And basically, Martina feels like those girls are on bullshit. But Julia going to take up for her kids. And that's just the way it is. So Lisa and Jody are having dinner at home. She thinks this means something special is supposed to happen. She tells Jody that she doesn't like the girlfriend term. Lisa, you just got out of a nasty divorce. And for you to be hinting at this man wanting to marry you, you have not healed. You won't do anything by yourself. You feel like you have to do something with somebody. You are not independent. You really need to take this time out for you. You can be with Jody, and that's fine. Having this relationship with Jody is absolutely fine. However, the problem I have is you always having Jody, I'm sorry, y'all, in your business, and you acting like you're not able or capable of doing anything for yourself because you feel like you need a man to be there to do it for you. Like, I just can't with Lisa. I can't with this this girl in distress type of mentality. Like, if you didn't learn from Lenny should have been your biggest lesson. And I mean, being solely dependable on Lenny, that he was ready to throw your ass out and keep your kids. And if he didn't want to do that, he was going to throw you and those kids out. Anyway, Jody don't want to walk into chaos with Lisa if they happen to get engaged. He said that he's not her punching bag. So apparently whenever she gets mad at Larsa of something Lenny has done, she takes it out on Jody. He said he wants her to get therapy without him, and then he will give her a ring. And at this point, I'm just like, Jody, please stop, because you are not a catch. Whatever. The fact that you telling her that instead of just saying, Lisa, I need you to get help without me, without attaching a ring, dangling a ring over her head. That is crazy to me, because you know she's going to go to therapy under those conditions instead of just going for herself. Which means hopefully she gets the therapy she needs, but she's just going to do it just to appease him so he can then give her a ring so she can stop being a girlfriend and rather be and be a wife. Like, that's crazy to me. Anyway, Lisa said that she's going to go get the help because she doesn't want the divorce to define her, and it already has, unfortunately. But Lisa is, she's not walking around in this bitter type of spirit, so kudos to Lisa. And, I did say that she needed to seek help for herself. So we are at day 1 at the Art Basel. It's not Basil, it's Basel event. And we're at Adriana's event. I will say this. Adriana is such a smart, intelligent woman, and I really admire that. Outside of her antics, she's very smart and intelligent, and I'm not mad at that. So Larsa arrives, and they talk about the cake situation. She thought that it was insensitive, but Larsa think it was Julia that did it. And I was like, well, why would you think Julia did it? Because I feel like low-key, Larsa still don't see it for Julia, no matter how much she try to be a part of this mean girl squad. Larsa really don't want her there. She already have Stephanie, and so she don't really have the room for Julia, but she try to play nice, I guess, and be nice. I don't know. So Stephanie arrives, and she says she don't know how to handle Marisol, of course, because of the things Alexia has told her that Marisol has said. Alexia and Marisol then arrives, and at this point, y'all just need to let Alexia deal with this Ty situation. But then when she try to come to y'all on some, oh my God, he did this, then y'all can dismiss her. We don't want to hear it. Go complain to that dude, but don't come tell us nothing. I mean, that's how I would be. And then Julia arrives, right? Larsa talks with Stephanie about the Adriana cake situation, and she wants to know who did it. They both think it was Julia. I feel like this was production telling Larsa to go stir up some stuff, and she'll do it because it wasn't nobody in her crew. It was between Adriana and Julia, and she didn't mind going to go start ish up about that. But I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. So Alexia tells everybody Jody told her that her tree was decorated for $1,000 per tree. She has 2 trees. She feels like it was too much. Alexia, let me stop you right here. What that lady do in her house is her business. Is she taking money from you? No. Is she taking money from your husband? No. Have y'all contributed? Have you contributed to any ornament or tinsel on this lady damn Christmas tree? No, you have not. So if you expressing your concerns on how you feel, but let's be clear, when somebody express their concerns on your life, you don't like it. So I suggest, and I don't care if it's as small as a Christmas tree, I suggest you mind your business. Is it because you don't have a Christmas tree with ornaments that and all of that you can find somebody to come pay $1,000 for yours to decorate yours? with your broke ass. But I'm just saying, she not, y'all. She just aggravates me. Because you take this moment, and for what? For what? If you had it, you'll do it. If you wanted to do it, yeah, girl, bye. Anyway, Stephanie speak with Marisol and Alexia. Stephanie speaks with Marisol. And Alexia, what did I put? Oh, she speaks with both Marisol and Alexia. She tells them that Larsa wants to know who put that equation on Adriana's cake. Both Marisol and Alexia know who did it, but they won't say anything because they are some weird assholes. Okay? They weird, and again, it just goes to show they don't really with Adriana like that. They don't. So we found out that Kiki was the one who put the equation on Adriana's cake. Girl, why would you do that? Like, you knew this lady had been feeling bad. You knew this lady had been feeling away. You knew she'd been down. I feel like you did it. You did it because you tried to be funny. And it wasn't even to cheer her up. You probably was still pissed off because she called you ratchet. Let's say that. I did it because you called me ratchet and I was still mad about it. So, she was like, we thought it was Marisol. No. I thought it was Marisol. And I was wrong. Everybody else thought it was Marisol. But collectively, it was wrong. Kiki said Adriana wanted to go back to 32. But clearly, Adriana said if she had to pick an age to go back to, it was 45. Girl, you was loud and wrong with your stupid ass. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know that this is a sore spot for this lady, and you take this moment and you make it out of a joke. And why? Because it wasn't a way to cheer her up. If you see somebody who's down about something, you do not use that to cheer them up. Whatever. So Stephanie talks with Marisol. She tells Marisol with all the things that Alexia told her. So Marisol denies everything. Marisol says Stephanie is tacky when she talks about her money. It's given jealous. Like, if I had to choose, it's given jealous. And I'm sure that Marisol has money somewhere, but hey, the way you deal with money and the way she deals with money is too different. Like, you can't get mad at her. Why are you trying to control her narrative? Like, why are you trying to control the way she's expressive? And this is not me taking up for Stephanie, but if she talks about money, that's on her. You just don't talk about your money. You said it. You was mad. Like, her just sitting there denying everything was really annoying to me. I feel like Marisol is the type of person, like, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I mean. I feel like Marisol, with Marisol being a friend of the show, my question, why does she have all of this pull? Why is it that all of the girls have to kiss her ring? Again, you are just a friend of. I get that she was an OG, but she is a friend of. And you calling the person who has a cocktail glass or a mojito tacky and tasteless, girl, that says a lot about you. Like, Stephanie may have her moments, but I just don't think Stephanie is tacky and tasteless. I feel like Marisol is one of those people that want everybody to kiss her ass because she was an OG. Girl, you. Okay? In your many faces. Alright? Marisol. No. Sorry, y'all. Stephanie isn't blaming Marisol for Alexia. She's telling you what Alexia said that you said about her. And I feel like at this point, since Marisol can't play in Stephanie's face, she now wants to be Stephanie's friend. So then we get to Kiki. I'm not sure who, I forgot who Kiki was talking to, but Kiki said she felt bad about the cake. Did you though? So Julia said when she saw Larsa and Lisa makeup, it made her miss Adriana. So the ladies pulled Adriana over. Larsa asked Julia if she knew who put the equation on her cake. And Lisa whispers to Larsa that it was Kiki. And then Larsa blurts it out. And I'm gonna say this. I wasn't mad at it, but I also still feel like Larsa is willing to still throw Julia under the bus. Like, you're still willing to have Julia fight with somebody. You're still willing, as long as you and your clique are not fighting. Because the whole time, if y'all notice, Julia and Adriana was arguing. Her and Lisa was sitting there talking to one another, laughing and joking like nothing was going on next to them. And Adriana thinks that was shady. Julia tells Adriana Larsa, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm tripping, y'all. I am tripping. Adriana thinks it was shady. And Larsa says she don't know why Kiki would do that. Julia says to Adriana she don't think that Kiki meant it in a mean way. Larsa tells Julia there is no other way, so stop talking. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Larsa doesn't know how to talk to people. They would have been peeling my ass off of her. Like, who you talking to? Anyway, Julia reminds Adriana when she was tipsy and said that you was telling Marisol about her knees. Adriana was like, well, I'm older than Marisol, and that was okay because me and Marisol came a long way. That meaning we go way back. I don't really know Kiki like that. So Adriana asked Julia, so you're defending Kiki based on the situation I had with Marisol, really? And so Adriana proceeds to tell Julia, that's why I'm not close to you, because you are taking this moment to defend those musty, crusty, dusty assholes. Okay? So Julia tells Adriana, maybe she's not around her because you pushed me away and it's difficult to be around you. This is Julia telling Adriana her real truth. She tells Adriana it's difficult to be around you because you're not fun anymore. So, question. Adriana clocks you for taking up for your shitty ass friends and not defending her, and because she has to fight for herself, she's protecting herself and taking up for herself. You're saying that she's difficult to be around because she don't want nobody to just treat her any kind of way? Girl, that is wild. So Julia tells Adriana that you're so negative. And I was like, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But when was Adriana negative for this entire season? Now, I know she was feeling away about her birthday, but that was it. Other than that, honestly, Adriana has really been chill in comparison to these past other seasons where Adriana had been running amok. All right. So Adriana tells Julia, you're still defending everybody but me. Julia said in her confessional she has had Adriana back all of the time, even at the risk of losing some new friends. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Anyway, now she see the red flags in Adriana. Adriana and So Adriana says that Kiki called her a racist, and I'm looking at Adriana like, girl, when did that lady say that? When did she say that? And then you pull another black person, which pissed me off. You pulled another black woman to say, oh, am I a racist? Which further, proves the point to a lot of people that that's what racist people do. They tell, I'm not racist. I have black friends. That is crazy. Could y'all please stop saying that? Like, you may not be a racist, but that made you look like a racist. And to further this entire situation, we'll get there, but it will make one think that you are a racist to pull another black woman in who's not even in this group, but to prove to everybody amongst you that you're not a racist. When did Kiki say you were a racist? Anyway, Julia tells everybody that Kiki is gone because Kiki got mad and she left because Kiki didn't say that. Adriana is pissed off, and she takes this moment to pull that same black lady to fight her battles. And that pissed me off again even further, because what you will not do is pull in another black woman to fight your battles against all of these other women to cover up the fact that you are a racist, or cover up the fact that you possibly or possibly not could be a racist. So it was just odd, because she pulled the lady in and she was like, tell her what you said. It was like you was looking for this black lady to defend you. No, we're not gonna do that. If you didn't say it, say you said it and stand on it, but don't pull nobody else in this. Like, girl. And so everybody was like, what the hell are you talking about? When did Kiki call you a racist? Even Gertie said that. And I'm thinking, girl. Anyway, Julia, just to point this out, Julia wanted to be friends with the mean girl so damn bad and by any means necessary. So her friendships to me became collateral damage. And for her to say, she's been warned about Adriana, that was just them bitches telling you not to get close to Adriana no more. Probably if you knew it was good for her. And you knew Adriana. You knew Adriana more than all of those other ladies. Well, no, let me say this. They knew Adriana longer. But you were closer to Adriana than those other ladies. So you know Adriana's personality. At the end of the day, you just didn't want to be around Adriana no more because you wanted to be in the upper echelon of things. And again, you did. And you threw all your friendships to the wayside. So at this point, you're not a victim. You're not going to play the victim, and I'm not going to make you a victim. And she said that she was blindsided. Girl, okay, this where the episode ended. Started to piss me off. They're going to further piss me off next week when they get to arguing and tussling at this lady's Christmas party. Y'all know how this lady is, and y'all know how dramatic she get. But y'all going to sit there and argue and tussle at her Christmas party. But whatever. I will catch y'all in the next video.